Welcome to episode 31 of the Lightning Round. I'm your host, Lightning.
I'm the other host person, man of China.
And we have a special guest with us today. Special guest, introduce yourself.
I am Befallen Tragedy, host of the Fanatic Fiction podcast, which these two are proud co-hosts of.
Wait. I never said I was proud.
I did.
That doesn't count. Okay, then.
And as always, Lightning Round is sponsored by Philly Games and their new game, Welcome to Ponyville.
New. It's fairly old now. It's over a year old.
Well, yeah, but it's still new because there's new acts coming out and stuff like that.
Well, yeah. Still, I mean, yeah. Okay, and it's also sponsored by Muffin Lemon Productions.
Really?
No.
Yay! We're sponsored by someone else now.
We're sponsored. Here's a shirt. Now get out. No, but
So anyway, I don't think there's any announcements.
Well, episode 12 will be out next weekend, and then episode 13. Finale's coming soon, everybody.
Actually,
yeah,
episode 12
we're
is
talking about that later, though, so don't worry about that.
No, episode 12 is coming out the 9th, BT.
Yes, I thought it was next. It's next.
Next week is the 9th.
There's a week break. There's 1 week break,
right.
Then we got 2 episodes in a row. Anyway,
that's right.
So, episode review, we got Just for Sidekicks by Corey Powell.
Ooh.
I'm not 100% sure what else he's written, though.
I don't think he's written any other episodes this season.
I think this was his first episode.
I think it was.
Really?
And I must say, it is
well done.
done.
I think he's done some before, because they talked about how he liked to do visual gags and how he's done it in the previous episode.
No, that was
David Polsky.
Last week you were talking
Wasn't that
about.
David Polsky?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Never mind.
He might have done some like storyboard stuff and maybe some minor writing stuff, but I think this is his very first episode he's written.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I must say, it was well done.
It's your job. Why don't you go ahead and tell us the synopsis of this episode?
Spike wants to make a cake. He loves gems. He wants to make a cake of gems. Spike begins to eat the gems of which he was going to put on his cake. This sounds like a children's book. Moving on. So, basically, Spike is paid in gems from the main 6 who all have pets to babysit their pets the entire episode. A lot of shenanigans go on. He meets up with the Cutie Mark Crusaders one time, actually, and they offer to, and he offers to give, well, he doesn't offer a gem to them, but they say they'll take care of the pets for him for gems, see if they can get a Cutie Mark Crusader pet sitting badge of wonders. Nope. Cutie Mark of Wonders. Where'd I get badge? Anyway. Many more antics go on, mostly from Angel and Winona, and Gummy's amazing. And Opalescence was hilarious, and Gummy's amazing. And they end up on a train, go to the Crystal Empire, and then they have to get back from the Crystal Empire, but they happen to be on the same train that the main 6 are on, which I question how long they were in the Crystal Empire. And anyways, they get back, and everything's all fine and dandy, and Spike has no more gems for his cake. So he's sad. The end. Whoa. My Little Pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My Little Pony.
Anyway, right. That's pretty much the basic idea of the episode.
Yep.
There were definitely some things that I really loved about this episode. One thing in particular is
Gummy.
that we had all the pets in it again.
Gummy.
The first time since the Find a Pet episode. We've got all of them there, including Tank. We've got a backstory about Pee-wee.
Actually, yes, the picture frames in the beginning. I liked how they introduced that because everyone's wondering what the hell in China muffins happened to Pee-wee. So
Speaking of China, I thought that's what happened to Tank.
Yeah, I thought you said tame. Moving on.
Hey, man.
I have a turtle plush. He's my friend. How dare you offend him and his race of turtle kind?
Well, apparently, I'm not sure if it's saying anything about turtles, but Tank likes to run into walls.
Well, that's not his fault. Do you honestly expect a turtle to control motor skills with a flying magical backpack of flight?
I said, you give a turtle helicopter blades, and it's not going to use them well.
Exactly. It's pretty much he leans one way and then leans another, and he happened to go that way. Which also I like how because it wasn't noticeable the first time too much, but you really notice that it's magic controlling the the propeller for him.
There's a yellow aura around the the motor of the propeller, which kind of leads me to believe it was something done by Celestia. I think she has the only golden aura I know of.
Because she is so wise and powerful and gracious, she gave Tank the power of flight.
Well, I mean, you got to think this is a permanent spell, like So I mean, it's got to be fairly powerful magic to make it a permanent.
It would be very
spell.
interesting, actually, if they had devices like this that were specifically built for different things that were made by magic or things that require magic to power them, like batteries in a sense. But it just it says magic not included. Oh,
well, if you think about it, that could be used for like prosthetic limbs too.
Moving on. So, but I did like to see the pets. Their antics were great. Angel, who a lot of people have hated the whole series of My Little Pony overall, actually had a very good, character development in this episode, I really think.
Well, here's the thing. No matter what he's done in the past, this episode, you really understand the kind of bond, the kind of relationship he has with Fluttershy.
Fluttershy!
Because he does really care for her, no matter what he's done before. He absolutely cares for Fluttershy.
He is her baby. I mean,
he is her baby, biologically.
Ew.
Yeah. Moving on. So, Gummy. I love Gummy. I have Gummy pictures everywhere.
Gummy is.
Amazing.
Oh, just the things he gets into in this
Gummy's amazing.
He's the comic relief. Why not?
I know. I just love him. I don't know why. He just sits there and blinks. I love it. He just sits there and blinks. Like I don't know. I just love it.
And he tears up books.
I know, right?
Tears up books. Throws books out.
I love that, where you just saw Gummy throwing books out of the shelf.
Just like his owner.
I know.
Now, as for Rainbow and Tank, that was a relationship that I was really interested to see because we didn't.
Yeah,
really
you finally
get to
see more of their relationship, which you have not seen.
The way that she talks about him, he's like, yeah, he's fearless, and he's altogether just a. I can't remember how she puts it. But at the same time he's running into a wall, and it's just
wear a helmet, I think were her words.
Yeah, wear a helmet.
You only want to get hit in the head by a flying turtle once.
It's a tortoise, not a turtle.
It is a tortoise. Does she say flying turtle, though? I think she does, actually.
I think
Probably.
She says turtle.
But anyway, I really like the character development she had, the character relationship she has with Tank, because in the scene where they were saying goodbye and she does a nose nudge with him, I really enjoyed seeing that.
Yeah. This is, of course, right after Pinkie Pie starts yelling at Gummy because she loves him more.
I love you more.
No, I love you. No, I love you more. No, I love you more. His arms just flailing, and he blinks again. I love Gummy. Winona Applejack, I don't know. I think it's too normal, so to speak.
It is. It's a normal, if it
master-dog relationship.
If it was a human, it would be a normal human-dog relationship. And
Listen, in a world of having, gators getting yelled at, toothless gators getting yelled at by their owners, and rabbits who think ponies are their parents, you got to have some normality. You got to have a cliche somewhere in there.
Yeah, and also Opal has some hilarious scenes in this, I think. Where was it? There was a really funny scene. Dang it, what was it? Opal was funny in this, though. I don't remember the scene, though. Oh, well. I did like...
Can I ask something, AR? Did you think Gummy looked a little misshapen when he was being carried around by either Owlicious or Tank?
A little bit, but I believe it was just the way it had to be drawn.
I believe, wasn't Winona carrying her Gummy around in her mouth?
Yeah, that was great. She's just flailing him in her mouth. I love Gummy. But, yeah, they did seem a little misshapen. I also loved when Gummy was hopping across the floor.
That was great. He's a bunny rabbit.
He's a bunny rabbit. See, this is...
Well, I mean, the whole scene, when just after the main six leave, and he's like, he turns around for a little bit to say goodbye, and then he turns back around, and just all the animals are going wild. You would expect that. I mean, that's something that would really happen if you had a house full of critters. There would just be
especially a toothless alligator. It goes dead quiet when I say that.
I half expected to have Owlicious like hunting Angel the whole episode, but
well,
I know, right?
Owlicious. The funny thing about that is that he's still considered a pet. Yet I think he helped a lot in the episode. Like he was helping Spike.
Owls are very smart creatures.
Well, all of them seem smart. I mean, they could understand. They couldn't.
Please,
none of them could
Gummy.
talk, but they could all understand what was going on.
Please, Gummy, smart.
come on.
Come on, really? I still enjoyed him to death. But
like the one thing that I found surprising was when they finally went to go and see the Cutie Mark Crusaders. It was because Angel ran off to go and be with them. And the first thing Sweetie says, "Isn't Angel the cutest thing you've ever seen?" And all the pets just have this disgusted look on their face, like what?
Gummy even gets angry with his derped eyes. It was Gummy.
So they all understand what's going on. They just can't talk.
Gummy. That's all I can say.
I mean, technically, couldn't Spike be considered a pet? I mean, the only difference is he can talk.
Well, except for he's not. I mean, in the pet episode, they actually say Owlicious is a pet. They never say Spike is a pet. Spike is.
Besides, he's
Twilight's
more
assistant.
He has sentience.
It's more like a little brother than anything.
Yeah. But plus it's a cartoon BT. Cartoon logic dictates all that happens. But also, I will say the CMC had a great part in this episode.
CMC were great in this episode.
I
love everything that they did in this episode.
I just love the CMC in general. Most of their episodes are some of my favorites.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I love the industrial size air.
I know, right? With Nona just like a pancake on the ground.
I love that picture. I love that picture that showed her doing that. Says, "You will never be as happy as this."
Well, and the funny thing is, Spike entrusts these pets to the CMC and say, "Hey, maybe they'll get your, critter."
Spike it thoroughly.
Critter sitting, Cutie Mark, and I'm like, this is a group of fillies that every single time they try to get their Cutie Mark, something goes horribly wrong, and you want to give them these living creatures to take care of?
Yeah, he wants to go make a cake. I mean, seriously, who wouldn't want to trade pets for...
pink.
Yeah, cake. What don't you understand of cake?
Dude, don't become a... Remember what Zecora said, a dragon's greed is very powerful.
Well, and see, that's the thing, is that...
I think she made a rhyme in there somewhere, like BT,
Spike's but... Every single time they have Spike... Well, except for Spike at your service, but Secret of My Access was all about dragon greed as well. And so, I mean, apparently that's a big deal with Spike, is that he's kind of greedy. He
may have been raised around ponies, but he's still a dragon. He still has those instincts.
Right. True.
But yeah, that is true. But back to the CMC really quick. I think they played a great role in this whole episode. The episode wouldn't have been the same without them, even if they had them out. Yeah. And also, Sweetie Belle screaming "Crystal Empire" was amazing.
Yeah, that was...
Well, let's talk about that for a second, too. No. The fact that they even went to the Crystal Empire at all is kind of cool. I love the fact that the next episode that's going to be on, the Games Ponies Play, is going to be taking place during this past episode.
Which I must question this real quick. The pets were dropped off in the morning, and the main six leave. Spike has some trouble with the pets, but... they go on a train to the Crystal Empire that same day. And then the main six come back that same day. And when they come back, it's not even nighttime. So
they mentioned it was only going to be one afternoon. I mean, they were probably only there for a couple hours. Makes me wonder exactly what goes on in the next episode.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, that's a pretty short time to be there.
And by the way, just a side note here that I noticed the last time I was watching this. The main building, the huge building in the Crystal Empire, the design changed for it between episode 1 and this one.
Really?
It's a different building.
They had to update it because it's been 1,000 years, dude.
It has not been 1,000 years.
No, I mean,
dude, we had to change it because it's old school, and we got
those designs went out of style. You don't know anything about fashion, Lightning.
See, Rarity in that one afternoon, Rarity redesigned the whole building for them.
Yeah. Rarity loved the castle. That was the point.
Maybe Cadence did. She's been staying down there.
I can't imagine why they have a problem with the Empire. The Crystal Empire was cool. They didn't need to change it.
It's beautiful, but it's not exactly me. That's what Cadence was thinking.
BT,
I like it, but it's not me.
BT, when you said the cadence, I had to laugh. I'm sorry, but I kept thinking of our read through of the Crystal Meth Empire.
Oh God.
I should have had those donuts.
For those of you that haven't seen this, go and check out Muffin Lovin' Productions.
That's why they redesigned it so it could hold all our weight. Dude.
I know, right? Oh, that was brilliant. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go. If Lightning doesn't mind me advertising this, go check out Muffin Lovin' Production presents the Crystal Meth Empire.
So yeah, click the link below. It will be provided. Lightning will give you obligation.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. It'll be on Muffin Lovin' Production. So
that was a joke.
Anyway. After the whole fat cadence issue, yes. I will say I love the cameo from Screw Loose again.
Yes, okay. There was a
they got rid of Derpy, but
time where apparently Screw Loose lives with the nurse.
No. The nurse drops to check up on Screw Loose. I really doubt the living with Screw Loose to probably check up on Screw Loose because she may have just gotten out of the hospital, or to drop her off from the hospital, sort of thing. I really think it was a checkup from the nurse. It would be the most logical thing because I really don't think that nurse lives with Screw Loose.
Well, I suppose. But anyway, nurse is leaving, and at the same time, Winona's running by and barking, and she looks back at Screw Loose with a concerned look on her face.
That was pretty funny.
I thought that was awesome.
But so they got rid of Derpy, but now we have Screw Loose, so I think that it's not a fair trade.
No, but here's the thing. The one thing about this episode in particular, there were a lot of characters in that we haven't seen for a while. I don't know how long it's been since we've seen Zecora in an episode.
Let's see. The Magic Duel?
That was it, Magic Duel. And before Magic Duel...
it's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen Zecora.
And before Magic Duel, the last episode she was in, I think was...
Nightmare Night?
No, Secret of My Excess.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Whoa, she wasn't in the second half of season 2 at all?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I find that hard to believe for some reason, but I don't know. I mean, I can't think of anything
actually,
off the top of my head that she was...
she is not in the second half of season 2. Yeah.
Huh.
So she actually has not been in many episodes overall.
Well, like, right when she got introduced, she was in a whole bunch. But then,
season 1 had a lot with her, but season 2, second half, didn't have too many. And then season 3 had her in twice now, which was nice.
It was good to see her.
Indeed.
In this episode, Granny Smith. Obviously, we just saw.
Oh my gosh, I love Granny Smith so much.
Family reunion.
The family reunion, that was great. I love Granny Smith's laugh. It's amazing.
Zecora, she was in Luna Eclipse, The Return of Harmony Part 2.
Wait, Return of Harmony Part 2, what?
Yeah,
oh, that's right, yeah.
And she was in Secret of My Excess and A Friend Indeed.
A Friend Indeed. She was a background character. She had one line.
Yeah, she was. Pinkie Pie wishes her a happy day after your birthday.
Yeah.
And in season 3, she's only been in Magic Duel and Just for Sidekicks.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, okay, yeah. So she needs more episodes, apparently. In fact, I wouldn't mind as a chorus-centered episode.
That'd be very interesting. But moving on, that'll be if they ever do make one. But so back to I almost said Secret My Excess. Back to Just for Sidekicks. Running about town was hilarious. I loved when he tied all of the pets up into a giant ball and just started rolling them through town.
Just taking care of the animals.
It is.
Of course.
They're getting their exercise.
Gummy
was amazing. Gummy was still amazing.
Now, who knew the Angel was gonna fuck everything up and make it difficult for Spike?
I did,
because that was like a given.
Well, of course, it's Angel, but Angel had a good character in this episode. Also, he screwed everything up, but.
Well, here's the thing. The very end of the episode, you get the lesson, of course. You know, it's like I wasn't really thinking about you guys at all. I was really just,
wanting some cake.
Gems. And, of course, this is when he says to Angel, go ahead and do your worst.
It would have been great if he actually did that.
That would have been good.
But
and it makes me wonder. There was a point after they get back to Ponyville and meet up with the main six again, and Fluttershy was going, you did so well with Angel, and Spike says, yeah, we're like this now. And I'm wondering if that's true, or if it was just like a truce that they did for like the one.
Probably more of a truce. I think.
It might have been just Spike making a hyperbole. You never know.
Probably a hyperbole. Yeah, I'd say that. But I mean, yeah.
I mean, maybe Angel would be nicer to Spike now. I don't know.
But then again, Spike and Angel never see each other, so.
I say, when has Spike and Angel ever interacted besides this one episode?
Well, other than how does Fluttershy deal with
Fluttershy all that often?
Yeah, but you also have to remember he did deal with Angel before. How does Fluttershy deal with all you animals?
Well, yeah, that's
a long time ago. But anyways, moving on. We skipped a few elements.
Like,
yeah.
What episode was that? I can't even remember what episode it was.
Twilight was in it, and she asked Spike for a book.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't remember. Moving on. So after that long pause, another thing I loved also was when the CMC were about to jump off the bridge. I thought that was great.
For skydiving.
For skydiving, yeah.
For skydiving.
Keyword skydivers away.
Like, okay, you guys, we got 1 second before we hit the water. Just, pull your chutes now.
Ready, set, pull your chutes! We didn't even jump yet! Pull your chutes! I was hoping they'd actually jump off, Ponyville Tower, and then Spike would, run up there and grab them and run back down or something. Wait, Town Hall. Where do you get Ponyville Tower?
Well, the tower...
Town Hall.
The Fluttershy episode, the new Fluttershy, the guy's looking for Ponyville Tower, and it was right there.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, there's a Ponyville Tower. Yeah.
I thought I made that up.
No, you got it.
Okay. Gummy was amazing.
Yes, we know AR.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we haven't talked about Opal a whole lot. The one thing that was interesting is that if you look, there's a couple of scenes with Opal and Tank where they kind of seem close.
It makes sense considering they were both in the pet episode together.
Prepare yourself. Here come the ships.
Well, I mean, okay. Anyone who writes a shipping fic between two characters that can't talk is going to be impressive. But anyway,
challenge accepted.
I'm not a big shipper.
Anyway, that's one thing that I found interesting though.
Opal did have some fun.
And I don't know if this is a sign as to what the kind of climate is in Ponyville, but there was a point in time where Rarity was bundling up
Opal
because it was 82.3 or 81.3 degrees.
It was a chilly 81.2 degrees, Lightning.
Yeah, it had to be 81.4.
I'm like, that's ridiculously hot.
It is. My house stays at 70 or 69 degrees.
Dude.
So I don't know if that's a clue to what kind of climate these ponies live in, but yeah.
72 degrees is the right temperature for anything.
It is, pretty much. But I live in the
middle. Yeah, except for 82.1 is cold for them.
Just for Opal, the other pets didn't react as much. But then again, it's a roll on. Is that what I'm thinking of? It's a play on of rich people and how hot-headed they are. It's more just like rich people always have. They have the money to spend to crank their house up, stuff like that, and it'd be warm all the time. I think.
Yeah, but I'd be sweating in that kind of temperature.
That's because you're from North Dakota.
Possibly.
You'd be sweating in 60 degrees.
It's a frozen wasteland up there, people. Nobody lives there. Only Lightning.
Him and three others, and a
I
cow.
live with no one. There's no one here at all.
He's like, I'm lonely. Sorry.
There was only 11,000 people at the hockey game tonight, but whatever.
The closest thing to civilization is Mount Rushmore in South Dakota.
And those are the only heads he'll see for a mile away. But moving on. Yeah, that's coming from the guy from Misery in California. Anywho. I really did like Opal in this episode as well. She had some comical things. I like where she was. Who was she chasing? She was chasing some one of the pets in the episode.
Was she chasing? Was it Tank? I think.
I think it might have been Angel.
Oh.
Although Winona was chasing Tank, which I found hilarious because dogs do that. If you get like a little mini helicopter, they'll start barking and chasing it.
Oh yeah, well that's a dog for you.
I love dogs. They're so stupid but smart at the same time.
You know, I think that's funny is that Winona, they do a really good job of, casting her as a dog. She acts exactly like a dog would act.
Well,
she likes the industrial-sized dryer. I mean, she actually, I don't know if she was, she did a really good job tracking Angel, which I thought was interesting.
She's a dog.
Yeah.
Not all dogs know how to track.
This be true. Although I had a German Shorthair Pointer puppy, and he knew how to track, actually, almost instantly. We had to train him a bit more.
This is a German Shorthair Pointer.
They're beautiful dogs.
That's what they're bred to do.
Oh, he was a beautiful and smart dog, too, but then we got rid of him and gave him to some guy who had a ranch because he could run around there. Anywho.
I have a shitty half beagle, half golden retriever.
How in the crap does that work?
Dude, that beagle had game.
Apparently. He must have had chairs somewhere in the house. Moving on. Let's see. We're back to the episode. I will say I did like when Spike threw the gem and knocked down luggage because I'm wondering, are we going to see that in the new episode where luggage falls next to Fluttershy?
We had this discussion earlier.
Pretty sure, you're not going to see anything else, but that'll be a scene in the next episode. At the end of the last episode, this luggage will randomly fall next to Fluttershy.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
I think it would have been interesting, though, if they had shown this episode first when they go to Catch-A-Lot, and there are some slight cameos where you see, Angel running the background behind the station.
Maybe. I mean...
I think that would have been pretty interesting.
Now, see, I don't think any of that is going to be in the next episode.
Why wouldn't it?
Because I think it'll end after they all learn their lessons, and then it won't. I don't think it will have anything to do with this episode.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lesson in the next episode, though.
I don't think they will. It's pretty straightforward, unless Twilight gets over.
Dude, didn't you read the synopsis?
Here's what I'm wondering:
Twilight's
is that being
magic to basically trick the inspector. Man, she's going to learn a lesson about being truthful and not lying with magic.
This be true. But what I think the episode will cover is basically them receiving the letter, going to the Crystal Empire, leaving the pets with Spike, and then the episode concentrates in the Crystal Empire, and then a brief ending there, and maybe a possible exit at the train station. But
what I'm wondering is, obviously these two episodes are connected. And right after these two episodes, you have the finale. I'm wondering if all three episodes are going to be somehow connected. But then we don't know much about the last episode yet. So.
But it looks promising. But that's for a later discussion.
Right.
But Sweet About wanting Snow Globe was adorable. She wanted one. I wish I could have bought her one, but no, I don't have any bits.
Well, what's funny is that
it's for the orphans.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders were really excited about going to the Crystal Empire.
I wonder why. I'd be excited in going to it. But actually, I did like that we learned a few facts about the Crystal Empire from them, where it's actually, you think it'd be cool, but it's not.
I have a question.
What?
How come whenever they all entered the Crystal Empire, they didn't turn all crystally?
Well, that only happened when the heart thing went off, and so
although actually if you look at the background, there are some crystal ponies
there were some crystal ponies there. Did you guys notice Carrot Top and her boyfriend?
Yes, I saw that. He had a scroll as his cutie mark. I approve Carrot Top.
Ouch! Chest pain. I don't know why. I just ran pain down by my... I don't know what's down there. I think my colon. Moving on. Wait, chest pain, colon, what? Moving on.
So, I didn't get a really good look. I saw she was nuzzling some pony. I just didn't see. Is it a pony we know,
no,
or is it?
I believe it's completely. It's new for this episode. Gray,
okay.
Dark gray actually. It was dark gray, right? Yeah, and a scroll for
somewhere around there.
And I think what color was his mane? I think it was black. Was it?
I don't know. All I know is he had a scroll cutie mark. So
yeah, I knew he was like dark gray or something, but moving on, yeah, that was very interesting to see. So, background characters. This is why they get so many so many fan fictions.
Yeah.
I need to read more Gummy fan fictions. But, CMC are adorable. Gummy is awesome. Opal is funny. Tank and Rainbow Dash's relationship is adorable.
Adorable.
And I love the orange gem that Rainbow Dash gave Spike. I don't know why, I just like orange gems. I'm weird. Even though red and blue are my favorite colors. Actually, red
So,
blue,
one thing
gray.
about the orange gem, it was... Zecora was the one that took that one and donated it to the Philly Scouts.
Yes.
Philly Scouts have now been canonized.
Ow, my leg. Yes, they have.
Do they have Philly Scout cookies?
Yeah, no. I think it was just the Philly Scouts of Equestria. There wasn't any cookies, so. But I thought she was like gonna
So
help.
why aren't the Cutie Mark Crusaders in the Philly Scouts?
Because they are in the.
Because they're in the Cutie Mark Crusaders, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they can be the Cutie Mark Crusaders and be in Philly Scouts as well.
No, they can't.
No, they can't. They have their own club. They're a sophisticated club where they eat dinner in a certain place, they think in a certain place, and they have a roll call sheet on the wall.
They don't want to be part of the mainstream. They're so underground, you don't even know what they are.
They're actually branching out now. But
yeah, they are branching out.
But also, going off of
branch
Zecora real quick, I thought that she was actually going to help Spike get out of the tree. But she just took a gem and gave it to Philly Scouts. I'm like, weren't you going to help him get out of the tree?
I know, it's like she was supposed to help out Spike. What does she do? Donates a gem to the Philly Scouts. Takes a gem from him and donates to the Philly Scouts.
Yeah,
That's
I get
the only thing she does.
I know. I thought she'd like help him out or something, but no.
No.
Oh, and by the way, did you notice that the person that she was buying
Was
stuff
the nerd.
from was the nerd
Yeah,
pony from?
I saw that.
That was
Interesting to see.
what
What was he selling? He
putting
selling
your
like
hook down.
perfumes or potions or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Some kind of stuff.
yeah. When was the last time the mayor was in an episode besides 5?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. When was the last time she had speaking lines? I think Mary Duel was the last time she ever spoke.
I was gonna say I don't know when to wrap up. I don't.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait, no, Mare Duel. And Nightmare.
Maybe it was a long time ago. Jeez.
And Nightmare Night. That's even longer ago. And The Return of Harmony. That's way long ago. But, yeah.
We haven't seen Shirley for a while either. But...
No. She was in the background of this episode. Her and Big Macintosh were walking side by side.
Wait, what? In this episode?
Yes, her and Big Macintosh, they walked side by side.
I did not see that.
You didn't?
I didn't see that either.
That was at just right. That was right as he was walking past Screw Loose. They were walking right by the house,
So Big Mac and Shirley were walking together.
side by side.
Interesting.
I actually nodded my head there. But yes. So pay attention to the background. You'll see a lot of stuff actually. And
well, especially in this episode, I was really impressed with what they did with the background.
I want Derpy. Dang it!
And apparently the layout of Ponyville changes like frequently because I don't think the train station used to be right outside the library
Or in view of the library in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Then again, there were never too many shots facing that direction from the library.
The only other one I can think of that you really got a good view out in front of the library was the Ticketmaster episode.
No, that was no, not really.
I mean, it was a little bit.
A little bit, but overall, it's mostly been just profile, front view of the Tree of Wonders.
The Tree of Wonders, what?
The Tree of Wonders. Aye. They got pots of gold in the bottom. Anyway, but yes, pay attention to background characters. There's a lot of fan fiction material in there. Big Mac Shirley. But yeah, a lot of people didn't actually notice that. I did. I have a keen random.
Well, yeah, we didn't notice that. So
yeah. What other background ponies made it in there? The pony from Putting Your Hoof Down made it in there. She was on the train. The one with the two
Which one?
The one with the 2 horseshoes for Cutie Marks that got in Fluttershy's way and cut in line. Yes.
It was cool to see more crystal ponies, I guess.
Yeah, they were in the background. You saw them.
at the Crystal Empire, but
yeah. You got to see a new character, the the station master, or was it the conductor? I'm not sure.
The conductor was there, but I mean, I think we've seen him before.
I think I've seen him in the wonderful game, Welcome to Ponyville.
Well, I don't think you ever actually see him, but yeah, the conductor's the first voice you hear.
And actually, he has a voice in the episode, too. He talks
By the way, that was a free plug. No problem.
Yeah.
That's the only plug we'll ever get. He's like, now where's my plug? Why is there a hole in my pants? Moving on. I think that's actually about it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see here. BT, you're the new host. Why don't you tell us your score out of 10?
Wait, he's a host now?
Well, I mean, guest host for this episode.
Okay. I'm a super special, extra special co-host.
If you know what I mean.
That's my official title. I'm sleeping with the director. Anyways.
What?
Anyways, I have to get. I mean, compared to the last episode, which I won't go into my thoughts about that. I mean, it was awesome. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Out of 4. But I'd probably give it an 8 or 9 as well. Good episode, good story, good humor. Gummy's amazing. So, and the CMC are just adorable. I love any CMC episode for the most part.
Lightning?
Shh, he's sleeping. Wait.
Ah, crap.
Did his internet die?
Yes.
Ha! We gotta talk about him behind his back.
Ah, that dirty Canadian.
He's not Canadian. Anywho, actually, but I will say, I don't think there is one CMC episode I do not like.
Well, no, there isn't. I mean, I like
Yeah.
all.
What was there? The Cutie Mark Chronicles, the, let's see, Showstoppers, that was a good one also. The Pony Pox was alright. It wasn't terrible.
Cutie
Pox. It was alright. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, Diamond Tiara's Quinceañera. Well, no, not really Quinceañera, but
Quinceañera. It's a Quinceañera.
What was that episode called? I don't remember, but Applewood was hilarious in there. There was another episode I'm trying to remember now. Either way, I don't really think there's one I don't like of them.
Well, they're all really good episodes.
It's really because of the characters they are. Just their personalities. These three fillies have is really well thought out, and they work very well together to make almost any scenario humorous. They're adventurous. They'll do whatever it takes to get their cutie marks. They are the cutie mark crusaders. Climbing that snowy mountaintop was amazing, and skydiving. That's probably my new favorite moment. Skydiving from them.
Yes.
All those
skydiving. Huh?
Oh yeah, we were talking about if there were any CMC episodes that we did not like, and we couldn't think of any, even though I can only think of like 5 episodes.
Oh. I don't know. Hearts and Hooves Day was okay.
That was a good episode.
I mean, it was. I mean, for a CMC episode, it was not one of the better ones. But I mean, it was a good episode.
Bella's amazing singing voice.
You know. Well, yeah.
Yes.
We already knew that, though.
I gave my thoughts on the episode. Your turn. Yes.
My turn?
Yes.
Well, okay. The pet episode, I knew I was going to like because, I mean, you get to see Tank, you get to see Gummy, you get to see all the pets together again. And that was really cool. I love the different shout-outs that you get to the background characters we haven't seen forever, you know. The fact that they had Screw Loose in the episode, that really actually helped because it's been, it's one of the ponies that I thought we would never see again.
Derpy.
She's just taking a break for this season.
I like the comment I saw. The comic I saw where it says, "What Derpy's been doing all of season 3." It's her trying to make muffins and the kitchen on fire.
Oh, didn't you see the animation from the Brony documentary? She's learning.
Yeah, I know, right? I need to watch the Brony documentary.
You haven't seen the documentary yet?
No, I haven't.
I need to. I'm poor.
Anyway,
Delta has it. You can watch it from him.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely up there on my list for this season. And as for a score,
2.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10.
You're generous. BT gave it an 8. I said 8 or 9. You said 9. I might as well just go with 8.5 and make it all fancy. I know, right? Fancy. We got 8.5.
Now we have an average of 8.5.
That's why, because I'm average.
Don't be average.
Hunky-dory average.
What does the R stand for?
I'm Pinkie Pie. I'm average.
If you're AR, the A stands for average. What does the R stand
Redonkulous.
For? Nothing.
Average Robert. I don't know why.
Instead of John Doe? Or your average Joe?
I don't know.
That's funny, man. Where'd I get John Doe from? Anyways, yes. I believe that about does it now. So, we'll all be signing off.
So, that means that we're going on to news then.
Wait, what?
Some news
to
talk
news.
About.
I'm going to get my laptop now. So, BT, since you're new to this, basically, the news, because you're new, the news is basically just a brief covering of some new events going on in the fan base.
I kind of got that. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying.
Don't worry about it.
So apparently there's a winter storm going through the Midwest, the Kansas, Missouri area.
Ooh, that's me.
That they've dubbed Winter Storm Luna.
Wait, the news station has done that, or is it just the Brony fan base has done that?
No, I'm pretty sure that the news station actually called it Winter Storm Luna, and we just went crazy over it, apparently.
I don't know why, after such a second-rate princess.
It says, we at Equestria Daily advise everyone to stay safe while the princess has her fun.
Yay!
She just got a little bit out of control. You know, those alicorns, they kind of change the weather when they
get moody.
Just, you know.
Alas,
yeah.
She's bringing her wrath upon me for the
I know, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
May I interject?
Go ahead.
Right. The ever-talented Brony artist Pony1 Kenobi has released a new album called the Tumblr, or Tumblr, I guess is the name of the album, and it features songs based on everybody's favorite Ask blogs on Tumblr, such as Ask Weepy Cry, Ask Discorded Doctor, Ask Lovestruck Derpy, and Ask Raindrops.
I do have to say that's pretty cool that he can make an entire album based off of Ask blogs and
you know what's pretty cool?
Blogs.
I actually saw someone who makes songs from comments on their videos.
Well, and actually, my favorite song out of the bunch is the Blind Rainbow Dash song "Heaven."
Oh yeah, there isn't that Blind Rainbow Dash, huh? I've never.
It's a really good
read that one.
So, in addition to that, we also have a whole bunch of convention news. PonyCon AU, that's the one that's going to be held in Australia, I believe.
Convention down there.
That one's been announced for the 6th and 7th of April.
What happened? All right, then. The internet died out. Welcome back. Hello? 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 Dang it! So, everybody, I'm all alone. I'm scared. It's dark. And I'm trapped inside your computer screen. Help me. I'm underneath that icon. Yes, that one right there. The one your mouse is hovering over? Yeah, I'm stuck there. Can you help me? Yeah, no, don't worry. It's not that hard. So, what you're going to want to do... Okay, this is going to be a bit of a complex process to actually do. But, so you're going to... oh, wait. Oh, we're back.
Too far. But they need a website designer, they need vendors...
Wait, hold on. My internet crapped out.
Hey, AR.
Yeah,
but
how far are you from Sacramento?
But, wait, me? 40 minutes?
Oh, wow.
And
there's a Brony Expo that's going to be in
when?
Sacramento.
When?
I don't know if it has dates on here, but right now they're looking for people to fill positions. They need a website designer, a vendor supervisor, and an event supervisor.
Me supervise things? I'll probably just go for entertainment purposes, to be entertaining. Where's it at? In Sacramento.
It's, you know what? Here, they have a website here. I'm gonna go and check it out. It says that they are going to be.
Wait, you kept talking when I lagged out. You do realize I'm the one recording, right?
Yeah.
Oh. What? You thought you were recording?
Well, no, I knew I wasn't. But,
I'm not recording.
So I guess I didn't realize that the recording was going to lag
well,
out as well.
If I'm not in Skype, what audio is there to record? Besides mine, which, by the way, I actually was talking to the audience. I said I'm alone and scared. I'm actually on your. It's dark here. I'm actually on your computer desktop, behind your icon. Yes, that one right there.
That's okay. For the audience that didn't hear, we're talking about just different convention news. Sac Brony Expo is going to be September 14th through 15th, and it's going to be at Sacramento State University.
For the audience that stayed here with me and Lightning, yeah, you heard that.
I go to school in Sacramento, so I know my way around it. So, alright. Interesting. I might go to that.
That's what it says.
So go there and give AR lots of...
Please don't.
Oh, God.
I'll be supervising the event, so please don't.
We've also got a new con announced. AppaloosaCon is going to be at the Phoenix Convention Center in Phoenix, Arizona. That's April 19th through the 21st.
Wow, that one's been announced.
That's just been announced. They said that it says $35 for the full event. Is that for all 3 days?
Wow.
$35?
That's cheap. Cheap. That's wow.
Very cheap. And we've also got some new news from Everfree Northwest.
Are they moving southeast?
They've actually got a hiring.
I need a job.
And it says applicants must be age 16 or older, and any staff under the age of 18 will be required to have a parent or guardian's written permission to serve
19.
On staff.
They need more staff so they can get yelling at cats in trouble a lot quicker, right?
I don't think so.
Anyway, and some other random news. The IDW comic from My Little Pony, they have released the previews for issue number 4, which I have read the second issue. I need to read the first one. But the second issue was very well done. Good comedy. I love the art direction. It is really good. Not really good, but it has that feel to it. It feels like a comic. I love the art direction they put into these stories. And the story is actually very well done. Plus, Chrysalis is in this. And the CMC. And the CMC. Which, secretly, they may have been kidnapped. But, that's the spoiler I just gave away. Spoiler, they were kidnapped. But the CMC are hilarious in this comic series, so I really look forward to getting the full versions of these. I would really enjoy hard copies, though, instead of internet, because I cannot download them on my Mac. I have to use my iPod Touch, which is second generation, and I have to zoom in so I can actually see the text. I'm like, oh, she said hi, with my eyes 2 inches from the screen. Stuff like that.
We've also got a new movie or new video coming out of the group that does the top 10 videos of the month. That's usually the Movie Brony, but he's been partnering with Jay Holler recently. And for the end of the year, they brought out their top 25 videos of 2012.
Man, it couldn't be more long and drawn out.
Well, it's 52 minutes long or something like that. I think that they probably could have made some of the videos shorter. Some of them, they just put the full length of the video in, which, I mean, 30 seconds to a minute long is pretty much all you need to get the gist of a video.
Yeah. I'm still staring at Twilight saying, yeah, I'm a kitty cat. Yeah, I'm a kitty cat. Yeah, I'm a kitty cat.
Twilight said that?
It's the latest post on Equestria Daily. She said, yeah, I'm a kitty cat. Yeah, I'm a kitty cat.
Apparently I missed that.
Just refresh the page.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Well, it's Twilight, so it's
I don't know.
Send the hate mail to BT at Befallen Tragedy at gmail.com. And send the love mail to me at Cabral095 at gmail.com.
I hate Luna and Twilight. Bring it on.
I hate hunger and food. Wait, no, I don't hate food. I hate hunger and scientists. So
just out of curiosity, the biggest thing on MLP on EQD nowadays is just where did you guys hear about MLP? So why don't we just quickly go over that? How did you guys first hear about My Little Pony?
Oh, crap.
Man, I'll go first. I was an avid reader of meme. I still am. I'm an avid reader of meme base, and all of a sudden, pony memes started showing up. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Get it off here. It's not funny. But eventually, I'm like, I went to the My Little Pony section, started looking through it, and I'm like, okay, there's something to this. So many people like it. There's got to be something to it. I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. And I watched the whole first season. I came in actually when the last episode of the first season aired, and I watched all the second season and now all third season.
Wow. I have these things called friends. So when I was on Skype, anyway, so when I was on Skype one day, one of my friends had a pony profile picture, a pony quote, and a couple mentions of it when I talked to him. What happened to my voice? When I talked to him a while back. And I think my nose just got, stuffy or something. So when I talked to him a while back, I'm like, why the heck are you watching this? I had seen, literally 1 or 2 clips of My Little Pony. I think the very first clip I had ever seen of My Little Pony was, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now. And it was Twilight Sparkle saying it. That was one of the very first videos I ever saw in this fan base. And actually, the second or third one I actually saw was Friendship is Witchcraft, which I found very interesting. I think it was the Nightmare Night one. That was back in, but I actually only watched the first few seconds. I thought it was part of the actual episode, so I'm like, this is terrible. Anyway, so I went on and he said, go ahead and watch the first episode. I'm like, fine. If I don't like it, I'm going to make fun of you for a very long time, which I don't know the time of, but it'll be a long time. So I sat down, watched the first episode. It ended. I was like, crap. That was decently entertaining. Where's episode 2? And it went on from there. What was the best part of this is telling people I watched My Little Pony. Delta was fun to talk to when I started watching My Little Pony. Another fun person was my sister and my friends at school. I told my sister about it. She laughed at me. I told her, let's sit down and watch an episode. She laughed at me more. About a week later, I finally convinced her to sit down. We didn't have anything to do, so I'm like, hey, let's watch an episode. She's like, fine. She watched the first episode, the end of it. So where's episode 2? And it went on from there with my sister. My friend, yeah.
So, I forgot to mention, actually, the final push to actually get me to watch it was, I'm embarrassed to say this, I used to roleplay on Facebook. Sadly enough. And what I was having a really bad day, and one of my friends on there actually said a quote. It was Twilight. It was a quote from Twilight. Whenever all the main six, they got their cutie marks, and it's the whole thing your friends are looking at the same rainbow.
Aww.
That quote got to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. Yeah. And I have a bit of infamy in the My Little Pony role-playing world on Facebook, but I quit for a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say Facebook. I do that on Skype. Skype is a fun place to have it. But, especially in calls. Oh, that's brilliant. But improv is amazing. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much how I found out about it. That was a year ago, that was almost exactly a year ago I had actually watched episode 1.
Actually, that's about the same for me. I know. I can't remember the exact day. I remember it was shortly after Christmas vacation. I came back, and one of my friends had said, have you heard about this show? And to be honest, I actually am subscribed to Game Informer magazine, and there happened to be like 2 just really quick blurbs in Game Informer.
Really?
About,
what issues? I am actually was subscribed to Game Informer for a long while. What issues were they?
I can't remember the number of issue, but the point was in one issue they mentioned that My Little Pony, like the second season was starting.
Why would they put that in Game Informer?
Called it frilly or girly or something like that. And because of that, Game Informer got a whole bunch of like mail saying, how could you call this show girly or frilly or whatever?
Yeah, I read those
so
issues.
in like 2 issues later or whatever, they said, they were getting all this mail about it. I don't think they ever changed their tone about it, but they mentioned, so apparently there's these guys that watch it as well. So I had heard about it when he told me about it, and he said, well, you should
go shoot it. I mean, give it a shot.
And I don't usually judge things immediately. I usually will give things a shot. And so, just out of sheer curiosity, I don't know if it was that night or later on that week or whatever, I decided to sit down and watch the first episode, and then the second episode, and then the third episode. And the next thing I knew, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'd watched half of season 1, and it went from there.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was about a year ago. So
because I've been in it for pretty much an entire year, and I will say it was worth getting to this fan base. It's something different, something you really did not see coming.
There's something special about this fan base. It's not like anything else I've ever been.
And I've been a part of some pretty interesting communities too. Nothing bad, but just like, yeah, I know, right? I knew BT's mind would start to wander, but
No, my
but I was part of the. I started off on the internet on the Let's Playing fan base. The whole Let's Playing phenomenon going on some years ago when that started kicking up a lot of Let's Players coming in at the same time as me. I got to know actually quite a few friends of mine now that they've been friends with them for a couple of years because I just got to know them right when I started Let's Playing. Great guys that I've met from Let's Playing, but I started off in there, and then I transferred to this weird community of people where they were fans of the older Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, where you had Ringo Starr and George Carlin narrating in the older, well-written episodes based on the Reverend W. Aldridge books. And these people would do, fan dubs of the episodes and stuff like that. So it was a bit similar to this, but it was not as expansive. And then I found these people who made their own Railwork series, which is a train simulator, and they made series with them. Brilliant stories. There were some amazing movies, and I got into that for a year or two, actually, and I did a lot of stuff in Railworks communities, but now I'm stuck in the Brony fan base, so when I get back to the Railworks community, though,
I'm a fan fiction writer, right? Not a very popular one in the community, but I think I enjoyed some moderate popularity. Anyways, when I started out writing fan fiction, I actually started out in, of all things, the Kim Possible community. And in 2010, that's like 3 years after the show got canceled. I mean,
yeah,
the community's still going.
Because it was a brilliant series.
Great stories. It was a brilliant series, but I mean, this community just it's allowed my talent to flourish. I mean, I look back at my first story I've ever written. It was a Kim Possible fan fiction. One, it has the most views of any story I've ever posted. Two, it's the worst story I've ever fucking
That's
written.
how it always is.
And then I look back at what I've written recently. I'm
yeah,
like,
it really does show.
Past, 2.5 years, and I mean, this community has just helped me so much with that. And I mean, maybe it's just me, but the reason I was attracted to this community, I think, was because the show offers a message of hope that maybe somewhere out there, it's better than what we have.
Canada.
I battled depression before. I battled depression before.
It's mostly my fault.
I'm battling it sometimes now. It helped. No, it helps me through this show, this fandom.
See, you guys, you're all getting a message if you've lasted this long, which I don't think so. But you're all getting a message at the end of all this. But yeah, I do a lot of fanfiction writings, and I'm nowhere that popular. Although, wait, am I getting called? Hello? Hello? What happened? Oh, add him back to the call because he's calling me right now. That's kind of odd.
You didn't get to hear.
What the heck?
Lightning.
Oh wait, no. Where'd you go? Wait, no. Wait. He keeps popping in and out. There. He keeps popping in and out. Okay. Are you the princess right now, BT? Why is he busy?
Oh. I don't know.
I know, right? We're all being serious, and he's gone. I was wondering why it was quiet. Normally I hear a bit of, stop calling. So, should we just, hang up this and then call him back? Okay. Okay, good. You're here now. Yeah. BT, are you back now? Yes, you are. Yeah. We were having a nice, serious talk and everything, and I was wondering why it was quiet on your end. When did you cut out, Lightning?
Right after you said that you were in a bunch of...
really? You were gone for that long?
Yeah.
Wow. Because BT, he gave a good story, but we're not going to repeat it because we don't need to. We'll let you know afterwards. But just basically about his fan fictions that he'd done and then how this fan base has helped him a lot. But another thing is, I do fanfic writing as well, but I didn't start off with fan fiction. I started off with a lot of fiction stories. I was but I started off with fictions, and I'm still writing a few, actually, when I need to finish them. But my teacher keeps bugging me about it. He loved my fictions. Darn it. But, I started off writing a bunch of fictions before I got into fan fiction entirely. I really didn't like I never really liked fan fictions ever until the MLP fan base, because
Well, you know what's really funny about fan fictions? When I first got into this community, I was adamant. There was no way. I'm not writing fan fiction. Are you kidding me? And my friend said, okay, read
My Little Dashie.
Two. My Little Dashie and Allegreza. And I read both of them, and I absolutely loved them. I fell in love with those two fanfics.
Yeah,
and that's what got me to read more.
And all the time I'd been on the internet, I'd never really ever read fan fictions of anything up until My Little Pony. Not even with the other communities I was in, the Thomas Frank communities or the Railroad communities, which actually, I take that back. I have read fan fiction before, because I count the Thomas and Friends stuff, because there were a couple of fan fictions I did read. My friend Reese, oh my gosh, he has a brilliant Talking Trains fan fiction. It's amazingly well done. It takes place in World War II. I was like, anyway, that was actually one of the very first fan fictions I ever read of anything. But he's a good writer, but no, he can't finish it right now. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the only fandom I've ever been.
I think that's with most people in this fandom itself. I mean, you do have some other people from other fandoms, but I think this fandom, with its overall population, this is probably one of the fandoms where everyone in here is like in deep, and this is like the deepest they've ever been in, something like that.
Well, and I don't know what it was, but like around February of 2012, I just said to myself, I need to do something for this community, and that's when I started doing episode reviews with my friend. That's how the lightning round got started, anyway. But yeah, that was the long.
Let's see now. Well, we're recording, but yeah. Like I said, it's just like you just feel like you have to do something for this fan base. And when did this turn from a podcast to us talking about the fan base itself?
Well, I mean, we just started talking about how we got into the fan base. That was part of the news. Is that
that's true. It is one of the bigger discussions. There was the Derby discussion though that was recent, but yeah, overall, this is a fan base where you say you want to do something. You never, because. Talking with Delta recently, he said if you had told me I'd been watching Colorful Equines and looking forward to that all week, I would have slapped you upside the head. You really wouldn't.
You wouldn't expect.
If I told myself, yeah.
None of us ever expected to get into.
It's an unexpected thing. When you get in it, you really don't expect. It's unexpected what you run into when you first enter this fan base. Because when I first got into it, I only watched this show. I didn't really want to see fan content because I don't know, just from judgment of assuming fans didn't do as well as the show creators. Because, I mean, that's always stereotyped where you have fan fiction and stuff like that doing not as well, of course, as the original show. And content, I'm like, it is the original because that's what it is. That's why fans and original stuff is never mixed. But... yeah.
No. See, I mean, at this point, I'm more in it for the fandom than the show. I like the show.
It does. It really does. Because
so much more to it.
If it really weren't for the internet, this fandom really would not have exploded like it did at all. Exactly.
It wouldn't exist, AR. Without the internet, this fandom would not exist.
It's just really the whole explosion of the fan base from the internet. But that's another thing also, how the internet has benefited this fandom, because no other fandom in a show's history has ever been like this. You haven't had such an expansive fandom for one show, except maybe like Twilight.
Well,
the Trekkies, yeah, but...
the Trekkies, dude.
I don't know.
The Trekkies didn't have the internet, though. I mean,
they still.
Yeah, that's true. The Trekkies and the Star Wars people, they're probably some of the bigger fan bases, but that did not.
The Trekkies, though, they were after.
This is true, also. But yeah, the Trekkies are probably the biggest thing, and the Bronies are probably the next biggest thing that's happened with fandoms.
We're the as John.
I know, right?
We're the next
generation
of Trekkies.
Yeah, exactly.
That man
he would know. Q. But, so yeah, it is like what BT said, because for me, I do enjoy the show. It's well done. It's a good family show. Something you really don't see a lot today anymore. Good family shows, which is why I'm now switching over to the Hub, because they're adding Animaniacs. I'm excited about that. Animaniacs, Dan Versus, and My Little Pony. And actually, their Transformer series is not too terrible. But, yeah, like I said, overall, the Hub is the new Cartoon Network. And, but, the show isn't worth getting into unless you don't look at the fan base. I mean, seriously, you can't just...
Well, and what's funny about it is that, as much as I'm looking forward to the show and looking forward to the season finale that's coming up, the projects that I'm really looking forward to?
Oh, yes.
I want to see Turnabout Storm finish. I want to see the new things that Silly Philly Studios brings out, or
Children Night looks cool.
Magic brings out.
Fame Flam Philosophy.
And these are all fan-made things, and I think I'm looking forward to
them
more.
And of course the fan-made episode coming out soon. I mean, who doesn't... Yeah, who doesn't look forward to that?
Rain Boom, yeah.
With the show quality animation, I hope the story's really well done, because I have not seen much of the story. I just really hope it's well done. That's the only thing I'm concerned with. I'm not concerned with animation, music, or voice acting. I'm concerned with story as of now. That's about it.
Well, and the funny thing is if this show got canceled, ended somehow...
We could literally do that. We could literally pick it up and start our own Internet My Little Pony series. BT,
I feel like
we could do it.
Would have a problem with that, but we could do it.
It wouldn't be too... Oh, yeah, we come out with some stuff quickly. Look at Picture Perfect Pony, 24 days. The whole thing was animated.
No.
Oh, well, that too, yeah.
Pretty quick. I mean, we're good people, but, I mean, at our core, let's face it, most of us are pretty big degenerates. Oh, come on. I know Lightning is.
What?
You and I read a story and interviewed an author that was nothing but like degeneratism at its best.
But
so come on. We run into the ground pretty quick.
But yeah, so let's see. Anyways, but yeah, just where were we? What topic were we on? Oh, yeah, fan-made stuff. What else was there I was looking forward to? Doctor Who's Assistant, more Flim Flam Philosophy, Doctor Who's Adventures, more Fanatic Fiction. There's your plug. I already used my own plug on me.
Yes, thank you.
So, Muffin Lovin' Productions presents. Yes. And then there's my series releasing eventually, but I'm not giving out more info on that. No. I thought that was your story you were writing. Anywho. Lightning. Yeah.
So, we should probably...
Yeah, it has been an hour and 12 minutes, and I need to get to sleep soon.
So, moving on, let's see here. There's, for a little bit for the
if you don't like spoilers, get out now.
They've got an extended synopsis of the next episode, Games Ponies Play.
BT.
This one reads, in the hopes of proving that the Crystal Empire is more than worthy of being selected as the next venue for the upcoming Equestria Games, Princess Cadence commissions Twilight to work her magic with the
You are more than worthy.
Inspector. Congratulations, Mr. Now Mitt Romney.
It'll be Twilight. This kingdom is more than worthy to host the Equestrian. Is that like the Olympics?
Yes.
Yes, Equestrian Games.
So will they have jousting?
I'm not kind of sure.
If they have jousting, that's a very deadly sport.
In the Olympics, I mean, you know. Well, I think they would have.
It is a very,
but, you know.
Yeah, clearly. From sheer awesomeness.
Well,
she was there for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I have a reputation. You were there for 5 minutes, Twilight.
And apparently, I mean, okay, this whole thing that is going on with the new DVD that's coming out. There's a DVD coming out in April. I believe it's called Twilight Sparkle Princess.
Yeah, something like that.
Which, EQD called it ominous, but, I mean...
Yeah, ominous is a bad thing, people. Remember that.
But, I don't know. I mean, just more to add to the fire for the season finale. But, we're gonna find out.
Yes, indeed.
Apparently. It's gonna be interesting. Waiting with bated breath to see what exactly is gonna go on with this finale.
It'll be interesting.
The season.
I know, right? I don't know. The season finale looks very interesting. It's like this season finale, I think, will really make or break the season. But overall, it's been a great season, I think.
One of the best so far. I don't think any of the, well, besides the Pinkie Pie episode, just I've disliked any of the episodes.
Whoa. You disliked the Pinkie Pie episode?
You're a strong word.
Dislike is a strong word. I didn't dislike it. It was just not the best one of the
It was funny. It definitely had its moments, but I still think that it's not my favorite of this season.
Oh, well, it's not my favorite either. That
was a good episode, actually. Granny Smith is amazing.
But I mean, too many Pinkies. It was just
pure half an hour, 22 minutes. But also, I showed my sister season 3 recently. She just watched the first 2 episodes of the season because I showed her episodes 3 through 10. Because I said, I forgot to show you the first 2. It's alright, they're not that good. I rewatched them, and I'm thinking, these are actually well done. Except for the ending of it, really, for the second episode. But exactly, if he had been more brought out, it really would have made that an amazing opening. But
that
was about it, though.
That was the really big thing.
Yeah, that was about
season 3, is that you get a villain that's not.
But other than that, it was a great opening. Yeah. They did a good job, regardless. It's really just that one situation. Plus, Pinkie Pie wearing Fluttershy costume was great. I did not even suspect that at all. I thought it was actually Fluttershy. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was...
Fluttershy's reaction to it was funny.
So, also, the foreign ponies has become something that's become popular
what do you mean
recently. Japan has just confirmed that MLP will be airing in Japan.
I know someone who knows the German voice actor for Spike. Yeah, they're kicking up too, but I actually was given the contact of the German voice actor for Spike. So...
Well, you do know that the German Parliament has a pony time.
Makes sense.
They set aside a 30-minute period and they watch an episode.
In the German Parliament?
Yeah.
Wikipedia?
Can't remember where.
But, I actually have contact to the German voice actor for Spike. I'm like, yeah. I met him through my friend, so it was pretty neat, actually. See what happens when you make friends, BT? Your pillow doesn't count.
Friends, excuse you.
Oh.
I don't have a pillow.
He sleeps on the floor. Are you Japanese? Couches are comfy sometimes. I fell asleep on a couch from 3 p.m. to midnight. I was mad because I missed dinner.
And then, but Germany is actually going to be getting high-quality pony plushies, apparently. That was one of the posts on EQD. They're getting...
I don't want pony plushies.
Stuff.
I want a flugelhorn. But, I think that about does it. We've been going on for about an hour and 20 minutes. When normally your podcasts have recently been... Actually, recently your podcasts have been like 20, 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, they've been... Actually, I just rendered out my podcast from last week, and that one was an hour and 8 minutes long by the time we got done with it.
Yeah, a little.
This one's even longer, so... Which is fine. I've got an hour and a half slot on Radio as Magic. So.
Wait, what? Okay.
So anyway, that does about do it for this week.
Ouch!
Next week, I don't know. We might have an episode next week. I can't.
Well, you could just have
a new episode next
a
week,
random.
So it'll be a short. It'll be a short episode if we do have one, but
there's
big news next week.
There is. As I questioned, there is.
Oh dear.
Wow.
So I guess I might make a
Don't do it.
About that
it's all part of his elaborate ploy to get presents for free from China.
But at the very least, definitely check us out in 2 weeks, and we'll have our review for Games Ponies Play. Until then,
what are you going to be after then? You sighed. I heard that. You're like, I am R. And I was going to say BP, but moving on.
I'm a beefcake too, but
yep, bye.
So we'll see you all next time.
Now the hour has come at last, the soft and fading light has crossed the west horizon and has bidden us good night. And what a lovely night it is to walk a moonlit field, to see the softer shades that are by starlight now revealed. So why is it that now when all is quiet and at rest, when candles glow and all the world is at its very best, the ponies of Equestria should lock themselves away to shun the moon and wait instead for Sister Sunny Day. Am I so wrong to wish that they would see things like I do? And am I so wrong to think that they might love me too? Why shouldn't they adore me? Is it not within my right? I'll not be overshadowed, mine is not the lesser light. I've waited long enough now for them all to come around, and though the sun may plead and threaten, the moon will stand her ground, and all will know the wonder of my dark